doing here? Oh, there he is.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? What's up?
Hey, thanks for showing up.
I was here, you know, the technical issue, but it's no
Yeah, you get your life together, Joe.
I did. I just ordered the picture, so yeah, you know.
Just so you know, we're also running a fundraiser for the American Red Cross. They're doing a lot of hurricane relief in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, and well, looks like they're going to have their hands full again. Hope your parents are safe.
They got back last night.
They
So they doing fine.
probably should have stayed with you longer.
They should have, but it's out of my hands with the flight. So I thought the flight was gonna get canceled, but didn't get canceled.
That I guess maybe that's good. What is this note? Why are you passing what? Joe, it says here life advice for Joe.
All right, life advice for Joe. Okay.
You ready?
Let's hear it.
Thin your paint.
Thin your paint.
Thin your paint. What does that mean? That's a tip from Original Gunplug Garage, Joe. Always thin your paint.
I forgot about that one. Ooh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Wear your crown mark. Yeah, Joe. You know, for our friends at Original Gunplug Garage, you know, they like the builds I do. You know, I got my RX 78-2 all nicely weathered.
Ooh.
And my current whip, my work in progress, right here. But Joe, in the meantime, you gotta work on the weapons. And when you're working on the weapons, you gotta thin your paint.
I see that. Mm-hmm.
If you think your paint's thin enough, and you're painting with a brush, your paint ain't thin enough.
Okay.
Make it thinner.
All I can say is, here's the only weapon I can tell you.
You gotta clarify that's a transformer, so YouTube doesn't. YouTube
Okay.
might have a fit.
Okay.
You gotta break it down. Let them see.
Break it down.
Break
Here
it
we go. Look at that. Here
down. Break it down, Joe.
Here we go. Look. If y'all know Megatron, how Megatron get down. Oh yeah. See now.
There we go.
Now.
Making progress.
I would transform back to the body, but even at nighttime when you stand it up to transform, it look kind of scary, man. You wake up in the middle of the night like somebody really shooting you. So I can understand why they try to ban them from being in the gun mode, but yeah.
Hey man, sometimes you gotta have your pew pew going. It's the way it goes.
But my main function is to get the 10-inch version of it, but once again, that'd be kind of scary. Looking at in the middle of the night, like I see a real live gun pointing right at you, like pow.
Hey, I mean, you know, that's how you gotta live life sometimes, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your neighborhood, you might have to operate that way.
Nah, my neighborhood, it's kind of bad right now because I found out
you got a camper. You got a camper.
Yeah. Yeah, but the worst part, I found out yesterday from my neighbor, a branch from the tree in my backyard fell on his roof.
Branch from, well,
I got a big tree. I got a big tree in my yard. So that little storm we had a couple weeks ago, so the branch, you can clearly see it from my driveway. The branch fell off and it landed like right on his roof. So his roof, ooh, the branch is right there. Oh.
So what's he saying?
He said he's a cool guy. He said as long as I get off the roof, because he don't want to file no lawsuits and everything like that, because he know my family. So I said, I'll figure out what to do. I'll get it down. I'll go find a way somewhere to get it down, but I might have to
cause
put
any
on the tree.
Damage?
It didn't cause no damage. It's just on the roof.
Oh, no, you're good then. I
I'm
think
good.
technically, if it was hanging over onto his property, I think it'd be on him anyway. Your sister says that's true.
Oh shit.
If it's on his, if it's hanging over the property line, it's his property line. It's over here, and that breaks. That's his tree branch, not yours.
Oh. You know what, dear white sister? I'm not gonna say nothing bad about you for the rest of the year, girl. You.
He ain't gonna talk no shit about you for the rest of the year. You buy yourself 2 months. That's great.
Yeah. So like, I got a fence. So here we go. Here's the fence. The tree is right here, and the branch like that, and boom, it fell.
Man, that sucks. But at least he's a cool guy. He ain't giving you no problems with it.
No, I ain't got no problem with it. So we cool. I said, I'll get it down. I ain't gonna cause no problems. I like you. You like me. You invite me to your family function and everything. So I'll figure out a way to get it down.
I feel like that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You guys came to a nice little agreement. No drama going on. Nobody fighting.
Now, I think because he technically is not white, so I think that's the real reason why. So y'all, just so I'm saying.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
You got the crazy white neighbor that called the police on everybody, and that they would have called the very first day and got me like hit with fines and everything. Like, damn, like can't even give me like a day to recuperate.
All right, now you can't just go saying that's crazy white neighbors. We don't. My wife just said, your sister just said, ours did make us move an entire fence an inch over.
Hey, I try to say the nicest way.
Technically, so, well, I mean, I guess let's just go ahead and we'll have this conversation. This is not at all pro wrestling oriented, but since Joe's talking about his neighbors and, he's, I mean, this could probably get a lot of hits on the old YouTube because you said white neighbor, so we're checking the race card to get engagement. So our new neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
I'll rewind this a little bit. We've been in this house for 20 years. Our old neighbors, their family was never really a problem, man. We moved in. The grandma who originally owned the house, she was there. One of her sons, grandkids, everybody was cool. The house changed hands. Well, the family kept it. Other family members moved in. They did some things. Maybe some of the activities weren't exactly legal. But you know what? Well, never a problem for me. Never caused me no issues.
There you go.
Nice kid. I say kid. He probably wasn't much younger than me, but everybody's a kid to me. Nice kid. He had some substance issues, and he may have had some friends who did some illegal things. But you know what? Well, never a problem for me. Now, those who know me know my family got a lot of people fit that same criteria. Joe knows.
I know.
My dad was a bit of a gangster. He did some illegal things, allegedly. And some not allegedly, because some he did time for. Those kinds of things, as long as you don't bother me, I don't really give a shit what you do.
Mm-hmm.
He passed. And then that family held on to that house, and it was not in the best shape. And then they sold it to a flipper. They flipped it. And they sold it to some folks who way overpaid for the house. We're gentrifying the ghetto. Way overpaid for the house. And they moved in, man. They started having an issue about our fence. It's been there forever. The fence was up whenever we bought the house 20 years ago. We've had to replace some pieces, parts here, but the fence was there.
I know.
Yeah. They said the fence was 2 feet over where it was supposed to be. And real snarky about it, too. Like, they were, what's the word I'm looking for? What?
Snarky. We'll say, if you want to say it the nicest way, they were...
Mark said cunty.
Or you could say a neighborzilla. Like bride.
I can say neighborzilla. I'm going to go with cunty. I don't know how that's going to flow with you two or not. Beep. 2 feet over. So they had I tore down a whole fence, only in the back, because they said that the property line like moves. I don't know how that really works. So we tore it down, and then they put up their fence, and they put it off. So we back up to a highway, right?
Yeah.
And there's a chain link there, which our fence that was up against that chain. It's a wood privacy fence up against that chain link, and then came off their yard. Yeah. They put their privacy fence in from the chain link, like 3 feet, 4 feet probably like 4 feet, and then had to run it down. So to gain 2 feet on not even 2 feet, because they still have to be 6 inches off the property line. So to gain a foot and a half toward our house, they lost 4 feet in the back.
I should be laughing.
And then, so they put their fence up. And let me tell you, they were real shitty about the whole fence thing. Trying to tell us our fence was rotted, didn't know if we had the money. And you know me, I'm happy to play that role. I was broke my whole life, and now I got some money. And so if somebody wants to accuse me of not having money, I'm whatever. I ain't got no money then. Whatever. Put your fence up. I'll use your fence. I don't give a shit. Your sisters eventually got annoyed with them, and I was like, money's not the issue. The issue is you guys are being assholes. So they put their fence up, and you know how most people do their privacy fence, where like it's the nice sides faces out, so on the inside you have your cross rails, and that's what that means. And it looks stupid as hell. That's how our fence was, and I always hate it. I'm like, why do I got to look at the ugly side of the fence? You know, you ain't got to put your fence up like that. You can put your fence to a nice size facing in toward you. My dad did it. My dad's in Kentucky now. I don't know if witness protection's okay, but whatever. But he did his fence like that. How'd you get away with that? He goes, I didn't ask for permission. I put my fence up. Well, we asked. And the city said, yeah, there's no rule for that in our city. I said, hey, that's some shit. So we put our fence up, nice side facing in. So they had put theirs up the other way already. So they're looking at ugly-ass fence, and that's not how they had to do it. Also, side note, the fence they purchased second-hand fence. They talk shit about our fence, and their fence is all beat up, dirty, muddy, like all looking all shitty.
I guess they couldn't have time to wait for a new one.
And they went over the property line in parts of their fence because they didn't do it straight.
Well, if I was y'all, if I was y'all, I would just go back to war and get that property line. But it'll be just a waste.
Ain't that big of a deal to me. But we were gonna do a new fence anyway. We just didn't really want to. I didn't want to put no money into the property if the house next door was gonna be falling apart. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be here. I didn't want to dump a whole bunch of money into it. If no matter what, I'm gonna be staring at a house that should be condemned. The house got fixed up, whatever. Not much money going into a fence. They act like doing a fence is like $1 million. Doing a fence ain't that expensive. You put it up yourself, you're good to go. But told you the whole long story and the history of the house next door, the family that was there before. And even though they may have done some illegal shit, they weren't a problem. New family comes in, they overpay for the house by way more money than this house is worth. And then we immediately have a problem of property line, fence, blah, blah, blah. I want you to guess. What race you think the new neighbors are?
Cheese and cracker.
What race you think the old neighbors were?
They were the sweet little pancakes, like with the sugar on top.
Yeah, I don't know. My whole life, I ain't never heard no black folks talk to their neighbors about their property line. I never heard it. I've never heard that conversation come up. The fences where the fence is at. Ain't nobody tearing a fence down for no damn good reason. Ain't nobody doing that shit. Oh yeah, and your sister just pointed out they also didn't have enough money to finish their fence, so their yard is 3/4 fenced in. They weren't able to finish the other side. They were trying to act like it's brick. Shit's crazy.
Oh, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay. My neighbor got somebody right now looking at the branch.
Oh.
I hear him talking. That's what I like.
The old neighbors would have a cookout. New neighbors don't use seasoning.
That's bad.
That's how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're wondering why I keep looking at properties in other states with 45 acres and shit, that's why. Now I want no more neighbors.
Oh, damn. They talking about it. Oh, look.
About to get expensive.
I better figure out how to do this. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Share that story.
Yeah.
So why people say we're the Dudley Brothers, we're Dudley Boys of podcasting, right?
I'm okay with that.
So Monday Night Raw tonight.
Yes.
Did Mark tell everyone that this episode of Don't Say the F Word, our Raw time clock is brought to you by Big Shots?
I think he did. He said in the beginning.
All right. Just I had to make sure. Raw first bell timer.
And like always, donate to the Red Cross, y'all. Donate.
Right.
Ooh. Oh, shit. Hold up. Oh, God. I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Joe's heading out to find out this tree branch that cost him an awful lot of money.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm showing. Hold on.
In the meantime, I'm going to run through this again real quick.
Oh, yeah, they left last night.
Donate right here on Instagram. Also, any purchases from the merch table all this month, a portion of those profits will go to the American Red Cross. We dropped some new merch. I got Scottish Blood, Punk is Alive. There's coffee cups now. All kinds of cool things are available on our merch table. Anyone live on Instagram, feel free to drop it in the chat. How much do you think this tree branch is going to cost Joe? I bet it's gonna cost him some money. I don't think he's getting out of this with no out of pocket costs. All right. We got some guesses coming in. 300, 450. We got an offer. Somebody will do it for $17 in a bag of Skittles. I think that's a pretty good. I think that's probably the best offer he's going to get.
Okay. All right. So
I don't know how your picture gonna look, or when you will have it. I just need to get a close date when you think you might.
how much you trying to do? Just for that, the one.
He's talking about the one that's leaning on the fence.
Okay.
And there's the one on top of my roof.
Ooh, we got some people speculating. Could Goldberg have two opponents in WWE on this return? Could Goldberg be facing Gunther and Braun Breaker before he calls the career? That one's coming to us from Keegan at Dirtbag200. I say there is no chance Goldberg does 2 matches. It's going to be Goldberg and Gunther, and that'll be it.
Yeah, it's like he's got to Goldberg. I'm going with it.
I don't think he's going to face Braun Breaker. Ain't no way. We got Coach Corey P. 2020 speculating about the Wyatt Six. Thinks they should start a feud with the Bloodline. And it should be Wyatt Six versus Bloodline at War Games. I don't have dumbass comment of the day championship belt, because the Wyatt Six and the Bloodline should never intersect. That doesn't even make any sense. Corey Pete 2020, there is a reason why you don't book wrestling shows. You can't mix those two things together. There's a reason why we kept Bray away from Roman.
All right, nobody. Okay. So 150 for which one?
150 for all, just in the back.
All together 150?
Yeah.
So we got Adam from Kentucky. Cody unveils a new WWE title. He wants to see the Winged Eagle belt make a comeback.
So if I give you 75, you cool? It's 150, right? 150.
Yeah, I talked to my old lady, said she's going to have.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Okay.
It's only going to cost Joe 75.
Yeah, so, I'm going to get, what's your name? Jerry. I'm Tracy Williams.
Joe Cole.
Him and his neighbors.
I'm going to talk to my old lady or whatever. He can get this and then just get this person discharged that first. Yeah.
So who had 75? Did anyone get $75?
Because it's going to fall one way or another. Then we start.
I tell you what.
Yeah, Mindy with two
I give
eyes.
you 75 Friday. I get paid Friday. You cool 75 Friday?
I sure will.
I have Friday. I swear to I have 75 Friday. Yeah.
Let's keep him. He can just be our tree man. I know eventually I ain't gonna want none of this that's gonna fix one of the houses. You don't want these there, do you? No, I don't
know what side of the tree I know.
Yeah, all that need to go. Yeah. All that in the middle need to go. So eventually we'll take care of this first. Okay. All right?
We're here in negotiations. Joe's running right now. He had a tree branch fall. Well, I don't want to say a tree branch fell in his neighbor's garage. Seems like they ain't trying to hold him up, though. This is a good opportunity to shout out our friends over at the Original Gun Garage. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right.
There we go.
All right.
Cool. Joe's getting extorted right now.
Not really. We good.
He says this is good. $75 ain't bad.
I ain't sweating.
We had someone offered to do it for $17 and a bag of Skittles, so that's good.
I'll try to get my uncle to help me come get it off your yard, but you gonna do it 150?
Yeah, hold up real quick.
Yeah, I have my phone in the house, but
I'll get the number, and when we ready, I'll get that phone. We're gonna be ready soon. Like he said, he get paid.
When Joe gets back, we're gonna talk a little about what's advertised for Raw, what's not advertised.
Like I said, I'll come over tomorrow.
Oh. One thing we got is Jey Uso is going to be defending the IC title.
He's got a been jacked up. Yeah.
Against Xavier Woods. My question for everyone, does the bloodline get involved?
Yeah.
I think this could be an opportunity for the Woods heel turn that he recruits the bloodline to come and interfere.
Ask before you go in there. Don't just go in the house. Ask him before you go in the house.
We got parenting advice from Joe. Ask before you go in the house. That might be a better tip than my make sure you thin your paint advice of the day. You got to make sure you thin your paints.
Yeah, don't.
This is a very candid look at Joe's negotiation skills.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Hey,
He's thinking he's good. I don't know.
I thought it was like $500. To tell you the truth.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be more money too. I thought you were going to have to get a lawyer.
I got like a older version of you doing it.
Gotcha.
But you kind of figuring, you know.
Man, that ain't fair. That ain't nice to say. Well, because I'm thick.
That too, yeah.
That's thick with two C's.
Yeah. 150 for the tree in the front. Can't beat that.
Hey, you got my number right? I'll give you my phone. Because I'll just keep mine.
Okay.
Oh, no one go trying to get this phone number, trying to call Joe. We already had to give this number to Love is Blind. Still trying to get Joe on the new season of Love is Blind. They're going to be doing auditions in the Cleveland area. I think it'd be good for Joe to get on that show.
Yeah, okay. I better put. I put Junior, just so you know.
Joe Jr. Just Junior.
Joe Junior, just so you know. Like, because I want to get with my dad. So yeah.
Joe don't want to get confused with the OG Joe.
I better call it first. Let me call it. So give me my phone. All right. We good.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Man, that storm came in.
All right. Daddy!
Joe's getting all that figured out. Show y'all what I'm working on. Jacking up that
Hey,
right.
you play with your little girl for a little bit. Okay. I'll be back for it in a little bit.
Now Joe's just pulling his kid off on
I
people.
got my pants on. It's getting cold.
Gotta get some pants on your leg.
Yeah.
You don't need to be wearing pants, Joe. Shorts all year round.
I'm in my shorts right now. Daddy Pooh! Hey, go back there with them.
That's how you guys know Joe works remotely now. He's in shorts all the time.
I'll come get you in 5 minutes. Okay, play with 5.
We got some weird feedback there from Joe. I don't know what that was.
Oh. Woo-hoo.
Some weird robotic noises. What I'm doing right now, I'm cleaning up some of this paint. Things get tricky. When you thin your paint like you're supposed to, once you get paint in some spots you don't really want it.
All right, y'all, I'm back. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, Joe's back. What'd that cost you, Joe?
Okay, so guy gonna come over here, cut down the branch, and there's like a tree in the middle of our yard as well, between the fence. He said do it all for $150.
And you have to split the price?
I said,
wait,
he said
he's taking the tree down for $150?
He cutting down the branch that hit his house, and there's a tree right next in the middle. He said do it all for $150.
Holy shit!
And I said,
taking the whole tree down for $150, Mindy.
I said, well, not the whole tree, but another tree in the middle. But the branch that landed on the house and a little small tree in the middle, he's doing it for $150. And I said,
your sister said she'll come over right now. She'll do it for $200.
I'm cool with the 75. He said 150. I said, so you want $75? He said 75. I'm like, I'll see you Friday.
Let me ask you a question. Do you ever have cash on you?
I only have cash on me. Let's just say somebody asked for money, transfer money, and then they give me cash back. That's about it. So now I would say that I'll have cash, maybe at least $40 on me. At least 40.
Joe, I truthfully couldn't tell you last time I had $40 cash on me. Now your sister carries cash. I'll tell you that. Oh yeah, she did. Well, but I didn't have the cash. Well, we went to Burger King today, and there's a little kid outside, asked people if they had some money so we could get something to eat inside. So we gave him some cash so he could go in there and get something to eat. But I didn't have no cash to give this kid.
Oh, okay.
Sister did. She always has cash.
Okay.
She keeps it on her like a 9. But dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I had money on me. Like,
yeah.
It certainly
at
least 10 years.
I would have money like in cash app. It's just like my friends say, hey, you got $10, you know, cash app. They'll give me $10. I send them $10 and they say, I'll pay you back. And then when I see them, they're like, here's the $10 I owe you. I'm like, okay, $10. So
yeah, like if we go somewhere, like if we go somewhere I need cash, like if we're going to like, I don't know, like a flea market or some shit, your sister will give me cash. But it ain't cash I have. Yeah. I don't even carry a debit card.
I would say it mostly depends on where you're going to need cash. Like Apple Festival, you probably need cash.
But we already had that conversation. I ain't going to Apple Festival. Did you go?
Yeah, I was sick. I was sick that week. I couldn't make it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You fake sick, so you didn't have to go. But you didn't want to come off like you were antisocial like me. So you came up with I don't feel good. You didn't want to be like your boy Jeremy and be like, I ain't going to that shit. There's too many people.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. In life, there are times where it is good to be you. Just like, yeah, I don't want to go. So yeah, it'd be good. There's good times. There's good moments. But I just wanted the funnel cake. I ain't gonna lie. I want the funnel cake.
So you've been working from home for 9 months now?
Yeah.
So since working from home, do you find it more difficult to get yourself to go out of the house and do things?
There we go.
There we go. You're back.
Yeah, hold on.
We're traveling with Joe.
Yes, we're traveling with Joe. Okay. All right. I'll say working from home. I feel like I gained some weight, y'all. I'm getting fat.
Well, I mean, it's going to happen. You went from a physical job to a non-physical job. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah.
But do you feel like you're reluctant to like go and do shit?
That's the thing. I'm like going to the store no more. Like I just put in a pickup order and just like pick up, like bring it to my car.
I told you. Once you start working from home, man, it's a whole different thing. Like, man, I don't want to be bothered by doing that shit.
And I'll say the only time I feel destined to go outside is when my kid, like I get the kid, like when she get dropped off, got to run outside, get her. When she get picked up, run outside, get her. That's about it.
So I leave for the gym. We get up in the morning. We go to the gym. Me, your sister, our daughter. Well, we gotta go pick our daughter up, and then we all go to the gym. Man, other than that, I'm real content to just be at home. Yeah, we go to Cedar Point, but man, I like being at home.
Yeah.
This is where all my stuff is. In other places, they ain't got my stuff, and I got cool stuff.
Yeah. I'll say this. Before the whole working from home, I used to be in the store just shopping. Then, like, I would say probably the summer when I like 4 months in. That's when I started doing more pickup orders, like this dinner pickup order. But unless it's one of them things I know I can't get on the online order, I gotta go in the store and get, then I do it. You know.
Understandable. I mean, there's stores that I like going to, but it ain't grocery shopping. That's for damn sure. And Never been the thing I like doing, but for the most part, man, I'm just content to be home. Just good to be home. I told you were gonna love working from home, and you were nervous.
You know, I would say I kind of miss standing on my feet sometimes, just walking around. But then it's like I just roll over out of bed, I log in, and like.
I gotta come upstairs. No, I gotta do that.
Oh, yeah. That's about it.
I guess at some point we should talk about pro wrestling. I guess we should get to that.
Yeah.
Monday Night Raw tonight, the Raw after Bad Blood. I touched on some things that the community posted. I forget his name. Somebody got Dumbass of the Day award for thinking that the Wyatt Six should feud with the Bloodline. First of all, I don't even know how the hell you'd make that happen. On 2 different shows, that shit don't make any sense. Also, really important to say this, that would suck. It would suck so bad. So, what was that dude's name? Anybody remember that guy's name?
Uncle Howdy?
No, the dude who posted Jimbo Dipshit 725 or something. I don't know. Corey P 2020.
Oh.
Thinks that'd be a really good feud. Now, Corey P 2020, you're wrong. But hey, everybody gets to be wrong sometime.
I can say this.
Congratulations.
I can say this. As of right now, the Wyatt Six, they really got nothing for them. I'm just gonna throw it out there. They really.
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe you. I don't know. Do you put them? Do you involve them with the New Day story?
Nah. The only thing that'll work out for the Wyatt Six is they start a feud with the Judgment Day. That's about it.
Double spooky?
Yeah.
I don't know. This Judgment Day's not really spooky anymore.
That's about it. But right now,
let's talk about Judgment Day. I said we were going to talk about Judgment Day today. Let's talk about Judgment Day, Joe.
All right.
What do you do with them now? JD and Ben still got tag belts.
Go for tag team belts. So
they got them.
If they did it right,
Motor City Machine Guns versus
they're gonna be
Judgment Day.
They're gonna be on SmackDown.
Are they going to SmackDown?
SmackDown.
Well, that's a fumble. Are there any tag teams on Raw? What tag teams are even on Raw?
LWO, Judgment Day, American Made. Well, it was the Awesome Truth.
Yeah, they're not together anymore. Hey, is the Miz joining the Final Testament?
That I don't know.
Someone asked that. I don't know who it was who asked that. I don't know.
I was just gonna say this.
I think it'd be fun.
I think the Miz just got tired of our truth. How he always gave them messages without coming to him first talking about it. And then last week he did it again, and it wasn't who the Miz wanted to face, but at this time in life.
What if the Wyatt Six feuds with the Miz because the Miz turned on R-Truth?
Ooh. That'd be something.
I'd rather see the Miz join the Final Testament.
I think he could.
And do that for a little bit, then have him and Karrion Kross have a feud with each other.
Yeah.
You got to give Karrion Kross something, for God's sake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but let's talk. I don't know what you do with the Judgment Day now. I don't know if you keep this going. Do we figure out a way to just end this?
You know what? The Judgment Day. What's a good way to say this? They should have never broke them up. I'm just gonna say it. They should have just kept the original 4 in the Judgment Day, and they could still went strong. But right now is I feel like they're about to turn them into jobbers. I feel like they're going to turn
They
them jobbers.
could. Panther, what's up, sir? Got Panther in the comments. Carrion's been home wrecking more than Liv Morgan. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the mission statement for the Final Testament is. You have a group of 3 killers, and they have 2 managers, and neither manager talks.
You gotta remember the female is always the bad guy who just jumps in the middle of the match. There's a traditional female wrestler manager, if you want to call it that way.
I don't know. I had hopes for the Final Testament because I liked Killer Cross. When Cross was in other promotions, I liked him. He was all right in NXT, but I thought he was better elsewhere.
Yeah.
He's not booked like a killer, and he probably should be. Panther says Judgment Day versus the Wyatt Six, and they're gonna drive a wedge between Dom and Liv. I don't know. I don't think they should drive a wedge between Dom and Liv. I think you should just have Dom and Liv break off from the Judgment Day and do their own shtick. Be the Bonnie and Clyde of Monday Night Raw, lie, cheat, and steal, and run that shit for a year.
I don't know. This kind of it could work. It could work.
I still think there's an avenue for Dominic Mysterio to turn babyface at the Rumble.
Nah.
The clock's ticking for Ray to say, you know what, I want one more run at the world title, and then I'm going to call it a career. And Dom saves Ray in the Rumble. Ray goes on to win it. Ray gets one last world title run, calls it a career.
Nah. Dom is better as a quiet heel that don't say nothing but 2 sentences. Not even 2 sentences.
Dom is a great heel, which I didn't think was going to happen. Mm-hmm. But I just think eventually every great heel becomes a great babyface.
That is true.
That eventually happens. Then whenever Ray does retire, he could pass the mask to Dom. Dom could wear it to enter or just on special occasions. But I don't know. I just don't know what you do with the Judgment Day. I really don't. There's no leader. There's no organization. They had a mission statement against the Terror Twins, but now that needs to be put to bed. So that way Priest can go back into being an up-and-comer in the mid-card because he's the main eventer. I don't know what you do with Marilyn Manson. I'm sorry, Rhea Ripley. I don't know really what you do there. You should have put the Liv Morgan feud to bed at Bad Blood, and now that you're saying she's going to feud with Rodriguez. I don't know. How do you not have the most popular, most dominant female wrestler on the roster not be your world champion? I don't really know how you make that make sense. Or maybe it doesn't need to make sense.
It doesn't even. You got to think about it. As of right now, they're going to give Liv to probably Selena. Her and Selena going to go back at the LWO, Selena Vega. That's who's probably going to go after her.
So we got the prediction of eventually Ray versus Bronson Reed, and the Y6 attacking Dom, takes the tsunami for his dad. Maybe.
Nah.
Speaking of Bronson Reed, Seth Rollins is booked to speak on Monday Night Raw. And as you can see, I'm rocking my tsunami physics here. Available at our merch table, link in the bio. My question isn't, does Bronson Reed attack Seth Rollins? My question is, does Seth Rollins walk out on his own or with some help? Because he's taking a tsunami.
He's taking a tsunami.
I'm mad this feud is happening. Because they're going to let Seth win this feud.
I don't know.
Seth should not win this feud, man.
I don't think they're going to let... Look.
Pull you in here, Joe.
No.
I'm going to get you in here. I know Triple H is watching at home.
Okay.
Seth Rollins should not win the feud with Bronson Reed. You can't convince me Seth Rollins can win a fight with Bronson Reed. It's just... Seth Rollins is a strong guy. He's very athletic. But Seth Rollins is a baseball bat. Bronson Reed is a bowling ball. You hit a bowling ball with a baseball bat breaks.
I see. Yeah, that's true.
There you go.
All right. Hey, call Peanut. Peanut call for you. Peanut call for you. So call Peanut. Cousin.
Who?
My cousin. Dre's daughter. They call her Peanut. So so she calling her little cousin. There you go. But yeah, I would say this. Seth is going to lose this feud between the tsunami because the only way for that to happen, for Seth to win, is Seth's going to have to take him to the stairs and do them curb stomps to him like 3 or 4 times.
Going to have to be something dramatic, right?
Yeah. And the only way to do it is going to be like well, they already did the last monster standing, so no DQ is the only way he could beat him. No DQ.
Yeah, I don't think they should book Seth to win it. Panther wants to know how we felt about KO turning on Cody. We talked a little about that yesterday.
See, it's about time. That's about it. It's about time.
It is about time. I also think it's cool that they created a moment after the show that maybe was more got more attention than The Rock's return, possibly.
I think he did because The Rock really maybe at the point where I like The Rock just showing up like at WrestleMania once a year hosting it and not being Rock the wrestler.
I have voiced my opinion of the final boss, The Rock, many times on this show. I just don't feel like the product needs The Rock. Now, upon his return, maybe we get something a little bit different. But I think it hurts the product more than it helps it for me, from my perspective, because so much becomes about The Rock that we lose a lot of things. Like we lose LA Knight feeling special because him and The Rock feel the same. I guess we're going to have Cody and KO to hold us over till we get Cody and Roman or Cody and Rock.
I'm going to say...
Yeah, we did have Solo saying that it was all part of the plan, The Rock returning.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to put it like this. I would say Crown Jewel is going to be Cody versus KO.
It can't be. Cody's got to face either Gunther or Sami.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Crown Jewel titles. So KO and Cody is going to have to be Survivor Series.
Or
a random SmackDown.
I would say next week's SmackDown.
Really?
Next week's SmackDown.
That soon, huh? Man, I guess it could happen.
I mean, you gotta have something before Crown Jewel. You gotta look at it. They're gonna be like this. If Raw can do their heavyweight championship live on Monday Night Raw, why can't SmackDown have a undisputed title on SmackDown?
And they gotta do something. I mean, we're doing premium live events without world title matches, so we may as well figure something out. Panther said the poster for Crown Jewel is already Cody versus Gunther and Liv versus Nia. So I guess, spoiler, Sammy ain't gonna dethrone Gunther tonight. No shit, right? Like,
I could go that.
yeah. Hopefully, this is just a beating of Sami Zayn.
Yes.
But let's talk that IC title match: Jey Uso versus Xavier Woods. Here's my prediction, Joe. And you're Mystic Joe, so you look into your crystal ball and you tell me if I'm right.
Okay.
Xavier Woods is assisted by the Bloodline to take that title off for Jey Uso. In a few weeks, we will learn that Xavier Woods reached out to the Bloodline to get this help, and this is going to be what is the heel turn for Woods whenever Kofi finds out that Woods reached out to the Bloodline to get that IC title.
I can see it.
They cost Jay the title. They jump Jay. And Jimmy and Roman make the save.
I could say, let's just say the Bloodline does, or somebody from the Bloodline comes out, distracts Jay, and Xavier try to do a little roll up, try to kick him, do something, start his little devilish little heel move, and Jay just looks at him like, I thought we was good. You doing this when I get distracted? Because, they did have that little feud with the Usos and New Day, but now since they're doing solos, I say this is going to be like a little starting track for Xavier. He's going to do something. I say he loses and kicks Jay in the face, drop kicks him.
Can see that happening. We have the good old-fashioned Donnybrook match, Sheamus versus Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a fun match. I don't know where
I think it's in
we go for either guy after this, but I think that match will be fun.
I think it's going to be boring.
You think so?
I think it's going to be boring.
I don't know, man. I'm a big Bruiserweight fan. I like Pete Dunne. I'm hoping for the best here, Joe. It's a 2-hour brawl, though, so this match can't have a whole lot going because I would imagine Sammy and Gunther have some time. So we already talked a little bit about the world title match. I think they're going to give them some time to cook, but let's face it, Gunther's winning this.
Yeah.
So here's my follow-up, Joe. We get the fallout from Bad Blood. Will CM Punk or Drew McIntyre, either one, be on Monday Night Raw tonight? Panther thinks it's going to be boring, too. Panther is not liking Pete Dunne versus Sheamus either. I hope both y'all are wrong. I hope this match I hope they tear the house down.
I'm going to say
Panther says Punk will be on Raw.
I'm going to say Punk is going to be on Raw and say he is done with Drew. Time to move on to a different chapter. And
what is that chapter, Joe? So I think Punk will be there too. But what I want to know from you, what I want to know from everyone in the comments live on Instagram, if you're on YouTube and you're watching this later, drop it before the show happens. What is next for CM Punk?
I think this is going to happen. He said he's done with him. And Ethan Page shows up. Ethan Page is mad because he cost him his NXT title to Trick Williams.
Huh.
So if you want to start the Seth
Well, we're
Bronson Reed,
calling Ethan Page up to Raw already.
I'm going to say Ethan Page comes on and takes when CM Punk says he got to start a new chapter done with Punk Drew. Ethan Page music hits because he's mad because he cost them the match Tuesday being the special guest referee. And with this, it gives Ethan Page then it's okay.
This makes a lot of sense, Joe. If this happens, I think we're gonna sell a lot more Mystic Joe shirts.
I'm just saying, y'all. Look, I just do my analyst, y'all. You gotta think about it. Look at the track record. KO.
Dude, it makes sense.
KO came on there 30 days, 40 days. Got NXT, boom. Went up to Raw, took out Cena, dropped the NXT title, got the US, boom.
He did.
So I'm saying
that is a bold prediction, but man, I think you're making a lot of sense, and I like that a lot.
Because right now, there's really it should be Seth and Punk, but right now
it should be Seth and Punk. Seth shouldn't be feuding with Bronson Reed.
But as of right now, you need somebody to take on Punk for the time being, and right now, Ethan Page is the only one that has a problem with CM Punk.
Yeah. And you know, man, there's something you could do with Ethan Page feuding with Punk, because you could bring KO into this mix. I know we're on a different show. I get it. But whenever you have them at a premium live event, KO could be there, because KO and Ethan Page are both Canadian. And they both don't like CM Punk.
So that's what I'm going to say. And if I'm right, y'all, all y'all better order some shirts by the weekend. I better see like at least 5 better be sold by this weekend. Shoot. So,
gotta sell those Mystic Joe shirts.
I don't care if it's 2, but I want to see these 5 gone. That's it. It's 5.
It's that time of the show, Joe.
All right.
We are predicting what time the bell will ring for the first match on Monday Night Raw. Last week, neither of us were even close.
I picked the wrong person to speak for me.
You did. This week. And for the rest of the month of October, our Raw First Bell predictions are brought to you by Big Shots. If you want to get your hands on some officially licensed WWE, UFC, Street Fighter, all kinds of awesome plushies, very similar to the old school wrestling buddies that you may remember from your childhood, go and check out Get Big Shots on Instagram. Go right to their website, place your orders. We were on live with them on Sunday, right? Yeah, it was Sunday.
Yeah, no, Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, Panther's in it. Panther is picking 8:15. Panther, I'm putting you on the board.
All right. So
Panther, I'll tell you what. If you hit it right, I will send you some random swag, stickers, magnets, maybe even a folding chair phone stand. But it's got to be right on. It's got to be 8:15 on the dot.
Okay.
If you get it, I will send something your way.
All right. Since it's 2 hours.
It's a 2-hour show.
Yeah. I got to think about the promo package for last night. Bad Blood. I'm going with 808.
808. All right. Well, I have 811. Joe's got 808. Panther has 815. Joe, if you are right on the money, I will actually bring you all the merchandise that I have for you from our sponsors. It's been in the car so long, your sister took it out the car.
If that's the case,
we drive past his house every day. I never drop it off. That's true. We drive past your house every single day. And she's like, stop. I'm like, maybe later.
you know what's funny?
My Panther is crazy. It's 100% facts. I drive by his house damn near every day.
I'm going to say this. There's a guy 3 houses down that drive by every day, got the same exact car, y'all.
Really? Your sister says she's seen it. Mindy, what time for the first bell tonight on Raw? We're putting you on the board, too. Joe took 808. Panther took 815. I took 811. Ooh. She undercut you, Joe. She went 807.
Damn. Okay.
Mindy, if you get it, I'll give you a sticker. They are everywhere. They're all over the place. Man, it's gonna be interesting being a 2-hour Raw. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the future with Monday Night Raw, if they're able to fit everybody onto the show. Do you think they go back to 3 hours whenever they hit Netflix? Since Triple H doesn't know, what do you think, Joe?
They might. I really don't know. It all depends on what Netflix gonna pay, or not pay. Well,
here's the thing, man. They don't need run over time. They could do like the show could be as long as they want it to be.
You know what'd be crazy? I say it like this. I wish they would just do like maybe 7 to 10. That'd be great. 7 to 10.
Started earlier. I mean, the problem is we're East Coast time.
Yeah.
So everything really sucks for us from a time perspective. Like UFC events, main events don't come on until like 1 in the morning. Like who's staying up for that shit? I'm an old man.
Yeah.
But I hope they go back to 3 hours because I don't want to see them cut people.
Yeah.
They stay at 2 hours on Netflix. They're going to release talent. And then Tony Khan's going to sign that talent and not have anywhere to put them.
That's true.
Unless that Fox deal happens, but that's a conversation for our Dynamite preview, which Dynamite is tomorrow, Joe.
What?
Yeah, Dynamite's Tuesday this week, I believe. Someone fact check me. I believe Dynamite's Tuesday this week. I don't think it's Wednesday.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Take a look.
We're coming on TBS this week.
Yep, Title Tuesday.
Oh, that's right. Title Tuesday. I wonder what they kept talking about Title Tuesday.
Tomorrow is Title Tuesday. So, yeah. Yeah, we may have to be back tomorrow for our Dynamite preview. And you're going to be NXT preview, too? You got to talk NXT since I don't follow NXT well enough? Figure that out.
We'll figure it out, yeah.
Yeah, they may switch talent to SmackDown, do another draft. It's interesting we haven't heard talk of a draft yet this year. I think we'll get it in 2025 before they talk draft. Dust has to
they're gonna do it
after Netflix, see what we're going to do with the show, go from there.
I say it's going to happen after WrestleMania.
Could be. Speaking of drafts and factions and all that, guys, check out the Fantasy Faction on Instagram. It's going to start running again, starting at Wrestle Dream, running through the Crown Jewel, a whole nother round of earning some points for your Fantasy Faction, WWE, AEW. You draft wrestlers from both promotions, have them on there, earn some points, win some prizes. Joe, any surprise prediction for Monday Night Raw tonight?
I just said what I think is going to happen. Ethan Page.
Does The Rock show up?
The Rock will SmackDown. I'll say Ethan Page and Goldberg.
Man, what if Goldberg cost Gunther the match with Sami Zayn?
Nah, I won't say that.
I don't think so. Gunther has to beat Sami. Maybe Goldberg after the match with Sami. It'd be interesting.
Daddy.
Do you want to see Goldberg versus Gunther?
Yeah.
I'd rather see. Yeah, let it be the last match and be done.
Yeah. Daddy.
Panther predicts The Rock will show up. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll be back tomorrow. We'll preview Dynamite. Joe will educate me a little bit on NXT. We'll see if Ethan Page does show up tonight on Raw. Panther, you don't got to worry. I don't think they're going to bury Gunther. I think Gunther and Goldberg does happen. I kind of want to see it. And I think that Gunther takes an early onslaught from Goldberg. Goldberg only has gas for 3 minutes, and then he gets beat up by Gunther. Somebody let me know do we need to put out a "I got 3 minutes for you" T-shirt at the merch table, because that was one of the best lines Gunther's ever dropped on somebody.
Do it.
I got 3 minutes for you. I think that'd be a good shirt. Maybe I'll work on that later on tonight. But everyone, thanks for checking us out live on Instagram. Remember, you can donate to the American Red Cross right on our Instagram, either on YouTube or Spotify. Just come find us on Instagram. You can make a donation. All that money goes straight to the American Red Cross. If you buy any merch from our merch table, link in the bio, some of the profits, we'll take a portion of the profits of everything sold in the month of October. It will all be donated to the American Red Cross. So thank you, everyone, for checking us out on Monday. Enjoy Monday Night Raw. Panther, your call for it. I will try to work on a "I got 3 minutes for you" shirt. That's a very versatile shirt. I'll be honest, it's not necessarily well, it didn't really go over well with your sister, Joe. I'm going to tell you that I let her know I had 3 minutes for her. She wasn't really wowed. And then she followed that with, what, you're going to triple your average time? And I thought that was offensive.
She is offensive. That's cold, Mindy.
It was mean-spirited and hurtful.
Wait,
I thought speed was important.
Wait a minute. I can't say anything bad about it for the rest of the year, so never mind. I can't defend you now. Sorry.
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay. So Joe, okay, Panther Joe. Anybody else? Mindy said that if she has the right time for the first bout at 8:07, I have to deliver you all your merch from sponsors, and I have to send a package to Panther.
Oh,
she wins. Everybody gets something.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, it's a long night of pro wrestling tonight in WWE.
No, I'm not getting off.
Maybe does your daughter want Mark's crown?
You want the crown? You want the crown?
No. No. Well, thank you everyone for checking us out. We'll be back tomorrow for our Dynamite preview show. And don't forget, this Saturday, BKFC in Spain. First BKFC event on DAZN. Everyone, have a great night. Avoid hurricanes, all that good stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. We're out.
All right. Tomorrow.